What the fuck is up? Look here. Sorry, I'm a little late, but you've been with me for a while, you've probably grown accustomed to that. Something I'm working on. One of my flaws. One of my many flaws. Tardiness. But here's the thing. I might be late, but I'm always on time. I mean, I might be late, but when I show up, I show out. I want to talk to you about something. It's a lot of people, especially when I travel to other parts of the country. I live in New York. When I travel like to the West Coast or a lot of times in the South, I mean, I love it there. It's beautiful, wonderful people out there. But a lot of times people have an attitude like, yeah, I'll get around to it. Oh yeah, we can do that. Yeah, we'll do that whenever they have a real I'll get around to it mentality. And there's nothing I hate more than that. Well, there's things I hate more than that, but that's right. That's up there. That's top 10. You gotta do shit now. Like I was talking to these guys in Florida, and we were talking about getting this business deal we were talking about. These guys in Orlando, and they're like, yeah, I know you're going to this expo the weekend after next. What are you doing after that? Maybe we can get together to have a meeting. I'm like, no, I'll be there on fucking Monday. Let's get this shit done. You gotta jump on shit, man. I mean, I'm not talking about them. Like these guys seem to be pretty about it. I'm just saying, me, I'm the type of guy. Let's do it. Let's do it. This we're gonna do. Let's do it now. You know what I'm saying? I was talking to Brian the other day, earlier today, and he had some shit. We were making some plans on some things we're trying to accomplish. And he's like, yeah, I just need to do this such and such and such and such. I'm like, well, do it fucking now. What are you waiting on? Do it now while we're on the phone. While you're on the phone with me. So that's what I want y'all to do, man. I want y'all to have a sense of urgency. Fucking attack your goals. Grab them by the fucking throat. Don't chase your dreams. Hunt them down. Fucking shoot them in the face. Go for it. Jump on every opportunity like it's a goddamn loose ball at the Super Bowl. Do not waste time. Bruce Lee said, don't waste time. Because time is what life is made of. No, well, he said, no, if you love life, don't waste time. Because time is what life is made of. I'm gonna put my fucking phone on silent while we're doing this shit. I'm here with y'all. I'm not trying to be with these other motherfuckers. Two guns up, shoot everything that moves. You know what it is. All right, let's get into this shit. Let's get into this shit. If you have anything I can help you with down here in Puerto Rico, let me know. If I'm out, when I get out there, I'm gonna let you know. I will let you know, man. Email marketing is still good in 2015, as I know most people have 500 over 5,000 over emails. Email marketing, man. I don't know how. I think like Google's getting better at fucking blocking that shit. And those of you who have Gmail, you see the promotions thing. I don't never really open my promotions thing. So I was actually talking to some guys about that, like recently. And some people think it's a viable option. I kind of feel like it's becoming obsolete. But then again, man, I don't know. Like I'm sure somebody might find a way around it. I guess yeah, I think it might be becoming obsolete, but I might be wrong, What's the best way of developing muscle definition? Is it only through diet? Yeah, man, definition for the most part comes from just having low body fat, right? If you have some muscular integrity and you get low body fat, then you'll be defined. I mean, that's really what it is, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, diet's the best way to burn fat, but cardio helps. That's why I've been posting the cardio videos every other day. Cardio. Oh, we do Snapchat soon. Yeah, I actually have a Snapchat. It's just not public, so I'll probably make it public. next week, probably. I was texting Elliot Holst, and he was telling me I should do it now. He's laughing at me for not doing it. Because he follows me on a private one. He's like, yeah, you gotta do it now. But I like my shit private because here's the thing, my Snapchat is private because I go in, I post some fucking wild shit. My Snaps is wild. My Snaps is the type of shit that the motherfucking general public, you might see some shit that you don't want to see. You ain't ready for. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't know. I mean, I might have to fucking dumb it down for the masses, or maybe not. Fuck it. When I'm say what up to George. Follow George on Instagram at Meow Mix Poppy. He hasn't posted in like 2 weeks, but he gonna start posting tonight. Yeah. You wanna post some Instagram? You wanna take some Instagram posts today, George? I can tell on my face. Yo. So speaking of like that private shit, what I'm thinking is I might I'm redoing the Highlight Workout website and I'm moving it to a different server so I can just do some more sophisticated things with it. I'm thinking of having a fucking private area where it's like videos and stuff that's not hosted on YouTube, videos and stuff that I can't post on YouTube or that I just shouldn't post on YouTube. And it's like I'm trying to find a way to make it private. Only like certain people can see it. I haven't figured out how to do it. Maybe I'll charge like a small amount, and not because I need the fucking money, but because I just want to keep it exclusive. Or maybe like I'll figure something out where like it's free that people can. But I want to like because I have videos I just can't post on YouTube, man. Like people be saying, yo, your videos are crazy. You got all these naked girls, or you got all these other shit. I'm like, listen, you just see the shit I don't post. I want to start posting that shit. But anyway, we'll see what happens. You should read. Should you read help books multiple times in a row? Should I change the genre every book? I mean, I don't think it matters. Like you got to do what works. I don't have like a method of like, all right, a business book, self-help book, just whatever I'm interested in, I just read it, and a lot of times I probably read 2 books at a time, which is probably the most ineffective way to do it, but I found myself doing it. I tried affiliate marketing and I can get a lot of clicks on a product, like 1,000 clicks easily, but no fucker buys the product. Help me with the best way to learn making money on it. If nobody buys the product, then that's not your fault. If they clicking on the product and they don't buy it, that's not your fault. That's the product's fault. So if I would say like you need to be promoting good products, like stuff that people all want. Like if you're gonna do with affiliate, it's like at the end of the day, you still have to have good products. You know what I'm saying? Like you still the product still has to be worth buying. You know what I'm saying? Your girlfriend, I mean your product still has to be worth buying. Right? Because that's what I mean, because at the end of the day, your job is to get people to buy a product, right? As a marketer. But the product it's easier if the product's good. Like, so if you can get 1,000 clicks on a product a day and nobody buys it, like industry standard is about 1 to 2% conversion rate. Yeah, your conversion rate. So like you should at least be getting some people to buy it. 1,000 clicks a day. You should be 2%. At least 2% of those people should be buying it. All right, and if it's anything less than that, then your product just fucking sucks. You need to promote a different product. I've heard of some people getting like now if you're a fucking rock star, if you're a fucking badass, you're getting like 10%, but that's going hard. Why haven't you knocked up your girlfriend yet? Oh man, I'll pull out, bro. I'll pull out. I'll fucking pull out and finish in the next room. Busting that in the corner of the next room, you know what I'm saying? I'll pull out, get dressed, go home, and bust a nut there. Like, I'm not fucking around. How do you approach women without coming off as a threat. It depends on. You just gotta have a smooth opener. You know what I'm saying? Like it could be anything. Get the conversation started. I mean, it could be fucking anything, man. Like yeah, it can be a lot of times. It could be something around your surroundings. You know, if there's a girl on the street, my go-to line is excuse me, you know where the pet store is? And it's so fucking stupid, but like, you know, just get the fucking conversation going. Uh, that shit's worked many times. But then again, yeah, you just wanna be upbeat. You wanna, it's a lot of your personality, you know, like I can look at you and be threatening, or I can look at you and be non-threatening. It's like a lot of the person how you come across. If you're coming off as a threat, a lot of it might be your mannerism, the energy you bring, your facial expressions, and shit. All shit you need to be cognizant of. Man. How much do you make on YouTube? Uh, I'm not allowed to tell you the exact amount, but it's not like. I mean, it might be a lot of money to some people. It's not a lot of money to me. You know what I'm saying? Elliot Ho said the essential writings of Ralph Emerson is one of his favorite books. Have you read it before? Yeah, I'm not a big Emerson fan though. Like, or like just like I can't read a lot of stuff from that time period because that's not how people talk today. So it's like I kind of don't like reading stuff from that time period. You know, it's like I like yeah. And I have one or two books from Emerson, and I haven't been able to finish it just because I don't like the way he reads. Do you do one arm class? The one arm push-ups? No, not really. Uh, as human beings, we kind of need each other. So is it important to be a friendly person, even with boring people? Oh yeah, even with fucking lame people. You know, even people that annoy you, you want to be friendly. You want to be you want to be amicable. You know, it's like see, here's the thing: humans, we dominate planet Earth. We are the animal that has developed in a manner that we dominate planet Earth. We're in charge, but we're not so successful because we're the strongest, or even like, or even just because we're the smartest, right? It's because we work together, man. We're social, like we're just social animals, man. We work together. I mean, some animals will work together, like ants and shit, but you know what I mean. Like, it's our ability to work together is the reason why we're so successful as a species, and that's why How to Win Friends and Influence People is my favorite book, right? Because I think you just need that, man. You need relationships for anything you do. It's like no, you can't really accomplish anything 100% on your own. And so yeah, man, like you should always try to be friendly. Try to be. You should read How to Win Friends and Influence People. I think that's required reading for anyone who wants to succeed in pretty much any area of life. This dude, one dude, see if you and y'all see my Instagram, I posted this comment that somebody left. Is one of my followers. He's on here all the time, actually. About how like he just got this interview. He competed with a lot of people for this job, for the summer job. He's a college student. And he said he thanked me because he said it's what he learned in How to Win Friends and Influence People that helped him. So you know that's good. Tips for making websites. Yeah, hire somebody. Like, don't make the website yourself. I mean, you can do it, but it's not really. I mean, like if I like something like that, something so technical. Like you want someone doing it who does that shit for a living. You know, like who only does that. I mean, in my opinion, you know, you let people do what they do best. You know, hire people who do what they do best. Favorite porn actress, Skin Diamond. She's my favorite. I am totally infatuated with her. There's not much I wouldn't do to spend a little time with her. I've reached out to her management to try to to try to get her in some stuff, in some like videos, just so I can be next to her and meet her. We'll see what happens. It's not with that. It's not outside of my means, but it's just seeing where I can go. What happens when we meet. She's amazing. Uh, did you ever have a mentor? Can you talk about mentors or friends? I ain't never really had a mentor. I ain't never really had a mentor. I know Ty is real big on that. But I never really had a mentor, and that's kind of why I read so much, right? Because I never really had nobody mentor. And then like the people who are doing what, like where I'm trying to go and what I'm trying to accomplish in life, I don't really know anybody personally who did it. So I just have to read from people who've done it, like who've reached the levels I'm trying to reach. Right. Most of the people like everybody I know, man, we're not shooting at the same baskets. You know what I'm saying? So I read, like, that's why I read so much, because like it's almost better than having a mentor, right? Because you can read from people who's actually done it, man. I think. Who do you have in the NBA Finals? Y'all, I love. Everybody knows me. Knows I'm a big fan of LeBron, but I'm going for Golden State, man. Because Steve Kerr's from that old Chicago Bulls team, man. Steve Kerr played with Jordan, so it's kind of like Uh, what do you think of the homie Tim Ferriss? Muscle gains in the 4-hour body. Love for sweet. Yeah, man, I've heard about that. In fact, that study that he referenced in that book, I learned about that in college. And I mean, it's probably possible. I've just never tried that method. Like it's probably possible. I really don't think he's lying, so we'll see. I mean, you can try it out and see if it works better for you. Is masturbation hurt the bodybuilding? Like Google Translate right there. That's all good. Don't even trip, homie. I would say no. If it did, I mean, I would just suck. I'd be in the worst shape out of everyone, because I'm pretty much been a perpetual masturbator the majority of my life. Yeah. So I am living proof that masturbation doesn't hurt you as far as bodybuilding. It won't hinder your gains. Shout out from Israel. What up, though, man? What up, Israel? Does choking? Let's see if someone asks. A lot of masturbation questions on here. It's not the masturbation top podcast, but how do I find my passion? You probably know what you fucking really like. You probably know, man. Like but that really, when people saying that how they find it bad, they don't, they know what they really like. They just don't know how to monetize it. How to make money out, or they don't believe that they can make money off of it. I mean, that's probably really what it is, man. Do you think no fat can improve your life? Nope. I mean, maybe like I've seen that TED talk, and the data seems compelling, but like just for me, my mind is never more clear. I'm never like than right after I bust a nut, right? And like if I like couldn't bust a nut every day, then like I don't know, it's like sometimes I bust a nut and I'm like, man, I can't believe that shit I was thinking earlier. Like that's like the fucking, I really thought that was a good idea. The fuck is the matter with me? So it's like really like I just, yeah, I just kind of need buzzing up to keep my mind clear. Do I eat pussy? Yeah. What do you think about YouTuber vegan games? I mean, he seems like an intelligent enough guy. You know, you know, I, uh, probably only a matter of time before he talks about how awful I am. And that's cool, man. You know, everyone's entitled to their opinion, everyone's entitled to their point of view. You know, that's the beauty of YouTube. That's the beauty of you know, anybody can do it, and you can choose to listen or not. You know, you can choose to listen or not. So yeah, yeah, it's cool enough guy. I mean, he goes after a lot of people, and that's his thing. So you know, that's his thing. You could invite three people to dinner. Who would it be? All right, is it living or dead? I'm gonna assume it's living, so let's go for it. Skin Diamond, Jaden James, and Lisa Ann. Would be interesting to. Why you never wear shorts? Because if I do ab workouts in shorts, you're gonna see my motherfucking nuts. All right, it's not that type of channel. If I do handstands with short, I'm always doing handstand push-ups. Pretty much every workout, I consists of me doing some kind of handstand push-ups, and even if it's just not part of the workout, even if it's just because you know I feel like doing it, you're gonna see my nuts if I have on shorts. And it's just not that kind of. It's just not that kind of motherfucking channel. You want to watch my watch the day in the life Grand Cayman. I wore some shorts in that. If you need to see my legs, you can watch my leg videos. I show legs in there. It's like I like wearing pants, you know, like I have big, beautiful, sexy legs. It's just I like wearing pants. I don't know. And I mean I posted a picture today on Instagram with me wearing shorts. Just for that reason. Check that out. Check out my Instagram. Is the NBA worth having in money and time? My girl has the NBA, and I mean, but it was easy, but it was free for her, right? She had a full academic scholarship for both undergrad and grad school, so worked out pretty well for her. Um, it depends on what your goals are, really. Like all things, if you want to climb the corporate ladder, it probably is worth it. You want to start your own business, I mean, it might be worth it, but you know, it might not. It just really depends on what your goals are. Have you ever been in a threesome? Yeah, multiple times, multiple times. In fact, I once had a girlfriend who was bisexual, and like we used to like that was like a thing. Like we used to like look for girls to join us, and that was interesting. That was interesting. But you know what I found out, man? It's but even though she said she loved girls, right? But she would just get like jealous, and she would say shit like, "Yeah, she only wants to do a threesome with us because she likes you." You know, she's just putting up with me or whatever. And she would just get weird like that, like jealousy. And I'm just like, yo, man, then don't get mad at me because you should fucking thank me for getting you some pussy, man. Shit. But yeah, she was just a weirdo in many regards. So it didn't work out. But it was cool, it was interesting. And then like I've done it without her too. Like maybe just sometimes you just find yourself in situations. Not really something I go out I plan to do because I kind of like one-on-one sex better, more intimate. But you know, I'll take those opportunities when they present themselves. Success journal, good or bad. You know, I'm good at writing down everything. I plan out all my goals. I have notebooks on notebooks. I write down everything I do, everything I mean, yeah, just you got to keep track. What gets Peter Drucker said, what gets measured gets managed. If it can't be measured, it can't be managed. So you should definitely measure everything, keep track of everything, and track the results, see what's working and what. That's the only way you know what's working and what's not, man. Otherwise, you're just out here guessing, doing random shit. You do random shit, you're gonna get random results. Did you get good results from your carb backloading muscle out? Yeah, I mean, I get good results. It was cool. Yeah, I enjoyed it. What about intermittent fasting without BCAAs? I mean, you can do it without BCAAs. You just if you're gonna do that, then don't do the. Then you have to eat during your. You should work out during your feeding window. Who are your role models? Definitely Michael Jordan. I think he's not only from like as an athlete, but also as a businessman, right? He's one of the few athletes who like really took the business model and like took it to the next level. So he's like a people still buy Jordans, kids still line up to buy Jordans, you know, and so I just like it just as so how determined he was, you know, how he was like Michael Jordan is definitely someone I've always looked up to, and Jay-Z too. The same for the same reasons, you know, like to have skill in an art in his art form, but still be an amazing business person as well, to have success in that regard. Uh, and you know, man, fucking Bill Phillips, man, he was somebody I looked up to when I was a kid as far as uh, fitness and training advice. Then as a business person as well, because he sold his company EAS for over $100 million. So these are the people I look up to, man. They're playing on the level I want to play at. You know, I'm shooting for those kind of baskets. What's your definition of success? What's your definition of success? Well, okay, it's gonna be different for everyone. Like if you're talking about for other people, for the world, it's like, you know, as long as you're happy you're happy, financially stable, that's successful to me. If you're financially stable and happy, then you know I feel like you're successful. So according to that definition, I'm successful now. But like the standards I set for myself are a bit higher than that, and I wouldn't hold everyone to these standards because they're excessive. Like as far as my goals are concerned, like my goals are like way up, you know, way up. And I can't really share them with you, but you would think I was delusional if I did, right? You would think like that's the kind of soul I get. Like if I told people, they would think I was totally delusional. I noticed that whenever I hang out with guys who never get laid and never talk to girls, I myself have trouble getting laid. You think your friend circle is important when it comes to that? Your friend circle is important when it comes to every aspect of your life. Jim Rohn said you are the average of the 5 people you are closest to, and it's going to be like that in every regard, right? Uh, there's been studies that show. I talked about this the other day, you know, and I did the video on that's law number 10 of the 48 laws of power. Infection, avoid the unhappy and unlucky. There's studies that show that if you take a person and then you see what the income levels of the 5 people are closest to them, almost always that person will have an income level that is the average of those 5. You can do that with all sorts of things. So if you're that's why like I hold, it's hard for me to maintain friendships because I hold motherfuckers to a high standard. If you're gonna fuck with me, you gotta be winning. You gotta be fucking winning. You gotta be, or at least going for it. You can't be no bitch. You can lose. It's okay to miss a shot, but it's not okay to not take shots and to not practice and to work on your skill. You know, motherfuckers got to be going for it if you don't fuck with me, man. Number one tip of life advice. Number one tip of life advice. All right. Uh, Here's the thing. This is what somebody didn't know when I was younger. I thought people were just good at things. I thought some people just had abilities. I thought some people were just had it. And there is some people might be, there's some truth to that. Some people might have a predisposition towards certain talents or traits, or some people might have been put in a good situation, born into a good situation. But for the most part, like, real success comes from effort, putting in the effort. And I don't think I knew that growing up. And that's something I would tell my younger. That's like the one thing I would tell my younger self. Like, listen, man, it's not about, some people aren't just fucking good at this shit. It's effort. And I think I'd be further along if I knew that. So I would say that's me. Uh, Please answer. What's the most important? Earning money. What's more important? Okay, let me start. What's more important? Earning money in a job you hate with no progression, or quitting and going back for education? Uh, I mean, it doesn't have to be one or the other. Like, if you hate your job, I mean, you still got to survive. I've worked jobs I didn't like, but you just got to set a plan to get yourself into a better situation. So if you're going to quit your job, that's fine, but you need to set your shit up. You need to have savings. You need to have money saved, and you need to have an exit strategy. You can't just fucking quit because it's irresponsible. You still gotta survive, man. So you can quit your job, and as long as you have a plan for what's happens next, and you're executing it. So I don't think it's a either or kind of thing. It's like, if you hate your job, you should set a plan to quit and find something you like more, because work is too much of your life, man. It's over a third of your life is spent working. So you don't want to hate a third of your life, but at the same time you got to survive. So if that's the situation if that's the situation you're in, you got to find a way to get out of it. But, like, don't do anything irresponsible. Don't put yourself in a worse position. Now you're not going to be happier if you're hungry. If you can't eat. Best advice you ever got when it comes to business? Uh, my dad told me to learn sales and marketing. If you're going to have your own business, you need to know sales and marketing. And then that's the best advice I got. So I was able to. So I majored in marketing in college. I did sales and internships. I did sales and marketing internships with Avid Laboratories, like during the summers in college. And I worked with some, like, really amazing, like, salespeople. I read tons of books on the subjects, and that's the most important thing. If you know how to sell and or market, they're different skill sets. But if you know how to do it, then, I feel like I can sell almost anything, if I wanted to. Like, it's easier to sell things that are good, things that you believe in. It's really, so I wouldn't sell anything I didn't believe in or I didn't think was good, just because it's actually harder to sell those things. So I wouldn't, like, start behind the eight ball like that. But yeah, man, like I feel like I can sell almost anything. So it's really, as far as business for me, all I really need to do is set up the infrastructure where set up the systems and the infrastructure in a way that all I have to do is market, and send people to buy it or like it. So that for me, that was the best advice I ever got. I got that from my father. What up? Rest in peace, my nigga. Do you advocate doing beach body programs such as P90X and Insanity? I think those programs are fine. When I was a trainer once, one of my clients paid me to do P90X with him every day. We went through the whole thing, and it was challenging. It's actually tough. I think that those are fine. You're not gonna look like, it depends on what your goals are, right? If your goals are to look like me, then that might be, you might need to lift heavier weights in P90X, with lower reps. Actually, I'm kind of thin right now because I've been cutting. I might have been cut. I might have cut too much. I actually might have to turn it back up with the bulk. But yeah, yeah. If you want to look like a bodybuilder, those shits are, get the fuck out of here. Leave those alone. But if you just want to be a fitness guy, just a guy who's in shape or more in shape than the average guy, or you want to look good on the beach, right? Beach body, just have a good shape. Then yeah, that's those are fine programs. Yeah. Is it better to be alone until you find new friends who are successful, than keep hanging out with losers and friends? Yeah, it's better. Don't hang out with losers. Listen, you either gonna ride with the winners or you gonna lay with the losers. You either gonna ride with the winners or you gonna lay with the losers. You cannot hang around losers and win. It doesn't work like that. That's not how life works. If your family members are like, listen, man, you're gonna be the sum. You're gonna be the average of the five people you're closest to. I would much rather be alone. I'm alone frequently. That's why. I mean, you're gonna listen. As you start ascending up the ranks of greatness, when you start setting big goals and accomplishing them, and you keep doing more, like most people don't do shit like that. That's not in most people's frame of mind where they're gonna like accomplish big things and set big goals and change and deliberately change their life in the better. Most people are just fucking living, just out here existing, and they'll do that until they die, right? So what's gonna happen is you're gonna automatically, people are just gonna stop fucking with you because you no longer resonate with them. Like what you're doing, you're not on the same, you're not the same on the same frequency. You're not on the same, so it's gonna happen whether you want it or not, actually. But if you decide you want to keep fucking with the losers, man, they're gonna keep you down, right? Because their habits are contagious. Their energy is contagious. So it's much better to be alone. That's why they say it's lonely at the top, man. Is network marketing a scam? I wouldn't call it a scam. I would say it's good for people who don't know how to build their own, who don't know how to really build a business, right? Because if you're selling fucking Anway or Acai juice or some shit, even if that, like, I don't know about the products, like let's just say the products are just as good as any other product. The thing is, there's a difference between being a network marketer. There's a difference between promoting some shit that's already existed and developing a product or service and bringing it to market on your own. I mean, those are two totally different things, right? So the cool thing about network marketing, the infrastructure is set up for you, and I mean, it's that whole pyramid thing, which is that's I mean, some people make money doing it, but it's not like, I don't like when people call it a business. It's something else. It's like you're really just a salesman, a person, yeah, and that's fine, I guess. If you don't want to like develop your own products or service and bring them to market, that's fine. But I'd rather you just get a fucking job, than do that shit. But then again, what the fuck do I know? How many carbs you eat a day when you're cutting? I don't really think about it that hard. I like just eat like some carbs after a workout, and that's it. Like I don't think about it that hard. Do you invest your money in stocks? No, no. I have zero money in the stock market. I have zero money in the stock market. I'm scared that I will die in a plane crash or car accident, but I want to travel. How to overcome that fear? Guess what, man? You're going to die. I don't know if it'll be in a plane crash or a car accident, but you are going to die. And you don't know when. It could be today. It could be immediately. It could be right after this. It might be fucking 60 years from now. It might be 100 years from now. But you are going to die. Like, you can count on it. I'm 100% sure you're going to die. Having that said, you need to fucking live while you're alive. And if you're like going around being scared of everything, that's not really living, man. That's existing, but it's not living. So like, don't be so scared of death, man, because it's inevitable. Like, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. So like, it's really kind of silly when you think about it. Oh, I'm scared I might die in this plane crash. I'm scared I might die in this thing. I'm scared I might die if I do this. You're gonna die. You're gonna die. You don't know when it's gonna be. And the fact that it could be like, it might be earlier than you think. So it might be earlier than you think, and it's definitely gonna be earlier than you want it to be. So you need to live, man. You need to fucking live while you're alive. You need to live while you're here, man. I don't know when I'm gonna die. It might be tomorrow. It might be later today. But I want to make sure that I've lived while I was here. And if you're not you know you're not really living if you're living if your life is if you're living fear-based, that's not really living, man. That's just existing. So I'm not telling you to get over the fear. I need you to accept the fact that death is inevitable. Because it'd be delusional if what do you want me to tell you? You're not gonna die? You might die. You might die in a plane crash. You might die in you know what I'm saying? You might die in a car accident. People die in car accidents every fucking day. Somebody right now is dying in a car accident. I promise you. They say driving a car is usually the most dangerous thing that people do every day, right? Yeah, you might die, man, but you might not live. You might not really live unless you just say fuck it, man, start going for things. I'm not saying throw caution to the wind. You take precautions, wear your seatbelt, you know, don't do anything irresponsible. You want to, but trying to circumvent death is the acting from futility. You're going to die. You're going to die. So good luck with that. Where do you meet all those awesome women in your video? I think it's weird when people ask me that because women are fucking everywhere. Like, I can go outside right now, walk to Starbucks, and I'll see fucking hot women all over there. Like, they're everywhere. And I got a lot of friends, I guess. I got a lot of friends. Really, I used to model and shit, so I just have people in that industry. But and Brian used to too. Brian's actually still with an agency, one of the biggest agencies in New York, Major. He used to be with Ford though. And so like between me and him, man, we just know a lot of girls. And I like I'll just meet the girls. Like, you know, if like I'll just like if I see a girl out, I might just say, hey, bro, and start talking to her, and then you know, I do this fitness shit, you know, you'd be great, you know. And they're like, oh, really? Oh my God. Oh. Or like sometimes girls like ask me to be in a video. Like, you know, I'll post a video and I'm like, oh, can I be in one of your videos? Yeah, you can. You can be one. I think we work that out. So, like, yeah, if I see a girl, man, I'll stop her. I'll start strike up a conversation, and it's not really to, but it's different because I'm like, you might do it trying to fuck, as where like I'm in a relationship, so I'm just saying what's up, But I do that with people all the time. Like I talk to like even guys that I don't know. Like I meet like y'all start a conversation with everyone is, So that's that how to win friends and influence people shit. Have you used psychedelics before? Yeah, man. I've done acid and I've done mushrooms. Acid was to me was like way better than mushrooms. So I did mushrooms at a Fish concert. Familiar with the band Fish? They're like the Grateful Dead light. And I went with them to one of their shows in Madison, Wisconsin, and it was cool, man. But acid is amazing. I've only did it once though, so I'll probably never do it again because I liked it so much. The most fun I've ever had on a drug. What would you say about religion? I mean, uh, probably like the same shit I would say. I mean, I personally don't think about it too much, right? It's like because it's make believe. So like I probably give it as much. I think about it with I take it as seriously as I take like Transformers or the Care Bears or Santa Claus. It's like it's pure. All organized religion is pure make believe, fantasy. Every holy book is basically a work of fiction. I'm not saying there's not a guy. I don't know. I don't know. But I mean, all you gotta do is read it. Like I've read the Bible from cover to cover. Back when I used to be a fiction. Back when I used to be a Christian. Or yeah, but that it was a synonym. When I say a fiction, yeah, that's a good synonym. Uh, yeah, it's all make believe, man. Like there's no way. Like most Christians I know haven't read the whole thing from cover to cover, and I know that because there's no way you can read the whole thing and take it seriously after after that. But whatever. That's just my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you guys are fucking off. Maybe you guys are right. LeBron or Curry? Who's better? LeBron. Like certainly, but Curry's fucking awesome. Uh, what do you think about Bruce Jenner? Hey man, her name's Kathleen or Catherine or whatever. Yeah, man, it's whatever. It's not really something. It doesn't really like that shit is just. It's exotic. It's not but it's not something I care about. I guess. Yeah, it's just not something I care about. And it's not something I care about. So do whatever you want. I don't care. You making me want to smoke weed. Yeah, yeah. Uh, Cavs or Warriors. I mean, I'm kind of going for the Warriors, but I'm kind of going for the Warriors. Oh, there was another. Fucking, I don't know what kind of car do you drive? I sold my car when I moved to New York, man. It was just a pain in the ass. So now I just do Uber all the time, like all the time, and public transportation. You find me on the F train, the F train, E train. Uh, Hey Brandon, I tried your 15,000, your 1,500 calorie shake and I puked. Why? Yeah, everything ain't for everybody, man. It's good. But now you have some feedback. You got some feedback analysis. That's not really for you. Uh, it's not everything ain't for everybody. You figure something else. You'll figure something out. How do you get disciplined? There's a book. Discipline is like it's a habit, man. It's something you got to build. So it's gonna be difficult at first, but then you get to the point where it's like not, uh, or then it's not, right? Like when kids first start brushing their teeth, you got to remind them, hey, brush your fucking teeth, asshole. But now it's like something we all do without thinking about. It's kind of similar. It's like it is a great book called The Power of Habit that you should read, and disciplines you can apply to. Or there's another book called Willpower, Rediscovering Our Greatest Human Strength. If not stocks, where do you invest your money? I like to invest either in businesses, either businesses that I built or other people's business. So that's just me though, right? Because I feel like I got a little bit more control over the situation. Like the stock market is going to do what the stock market does. It's going to fluctuate, but I have a little bit more control if I have a say in the business in any stake. So that's where I like putting my money in. And then it's like better returns. Man. It's just better fucking returns. It's like way better returns. But you got to know what the fuck you're doing to do that shit. So like stocks might be more of a valuable option for the majority of people. Favorite go-to snack? I don't really snack. That's the thing. Like when I eat, it's meals. It's like so. Like I don't really snack. Do you have any tips for making YouTube videos that help others? Big fan of the personal development stuff. Yeah, man. If you got something to say, man, just fucking film it and post it. I mean, that's really it. Like I'm not like doing nothing special, man. These homemade videos. Some done with the fucking cell phone. Right now I'm doing it with the fucking webcam. Like I ain't really doing nothing crazy. I ain't the best editor. I'm not. I just film shit and post it. People seem to fuck with it, so I kept doing it. Is escorting a good way to raise capital for a business startup? If you put in quote hetero. Uh, I mean, yo, I don't know, man. Is there even a fucking market for fucking male prostitutes? I don't even think there's a fucking market for that. If you're going to do it, then you need to fucking find some girls that wanna get some of this money, and you got hey, look here, baby, look here, baby. I know a way we can get paid out here. Then you get like then what you do is you get like in a little apartment or you rent like some hotel rooms or you get a big place off Airbnb. You put these chicks into place, then you post fucking ads on Craigslist or Backpage for each chick, and then you get a then you get a burner phone where you put the ads on, and then they come, and then that's where the people call who want some time with them, and then you split some of the revenue with the chicks. Don't ask me how I know all this. Don't ask me how I know all this. But you shouldn't do that. Don't do that because it's illegal and immoral. I'm just saying that's how you would do it if you didn't mind doing something illegal or immoral. But don't do that. Yo, BBC, I'm 17. I'm thinking about doing a cycle of testosterone. Can it harm me that much? I'd be lying to you if I said I never thought about doing roids. I'd be fucking lying to you. But I never have. And the only reason is because like, I just don't want the side effects, man. I just don't want the side effects. And anyone says you don't know side effects is fucking bullshit, you know? But I mean, yo, you're only 17, man. I mean, if I was you, I wouldn't. But you know, you're old enough to make your own decisions now, man. You're old enough to make your own decisions. Will it hurt you that much? I mean, it probably won't fucking kill you. You know, it probably won't kill you. You know, but you gotta just be ready for the side effects. You know, acne, gyno, which is fucking bitch. You know, your nipples start to fucking flare up. Balls shrinking. Some people try to say it doesn't affect your mood, man, but that's bullshit. Because everyone I know who's done it says it has affected their mood. But maybe you'll be an outlier, you know. Yeah, man. I mean, you got to be prepared for those side effects, and I just don't think it's worth it. Probably at 17, you probably have fucking high testosterone. You probably need to just fucking work out harder. You probably got fucking high testosterone, man. So I mean, listen, I wouldn't do it if I were you, but you're old enough to make your own decisions, man. Is it worth it to live in New York? Well, it depends on what your goals are, man. It depends on what you want to accomplish. Probably like, I mean, like, I'd be better off if I lived like in a cheaper, like if I didn't live in the most expensive city in the world. Like if I lived in like down south, or like sometimes I think about like, yeah, man, maybe I should just go to Costa Rica, right, and just or get a place down there. I can live like a king, especially I make most of my money online. I can live like a king out there. But then it's like, you know, I just like New York, man. I like the feeling, I like the energy, the hustle and bustle. Excuse me. So to me, it's worth it. It might not be to you. Some people don't like New York. We don't like that feeling. Master amino acid parenting view. I don't know what that is. Uh, how often should I switch up my routine? I like to switch things up every month or two. You know. Please answer. How can I be funny as you and charismatic? How do you keep coming up with your some word I can't read? Uh, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like I just talk and people laugh. And sometimes I'm not even telling a joke, man. I'm like, yo, hold on, man. I'm being fucking serious right now. So I don't know, man. As far as charisma is concerned, you just need to read How to Win Friends to Influence People, man. I tell you it all the time. Because it's like that's what charisma is, you know, it can be learned. Uh Funny, how to be funny. I don't know. You know, I don't know. Like I watch a lot of comedy, you know, like a lot of stand-up comedy. So maybe that's like permeated my subconscious, you know, like I just watch a lot of comedy, you know. I live for laughter. How to improve confidence. All right, let me tell you how to improve confidence, man. Confidence comes from competence. Some people get mad at me when I say this. Like, if you're good at something, if you're good at things, then you'll be more confident just naturally. Like this is what people say, yo, man, but confidence shouldn't be based on skills because you should just love yourself and it shouldn't be based on anything. Yeah, man, here's the fucking thing. Confident, here's the fucking thing. You can love yourself and think you're awesome, and that doesn't mean you're fucking confident. Like I love babies. Everyone loves a fucking baby, but no one has any confidence in a baby. People have so little confidence in a baby that you can't even leave his ass alone for the first 10 to 12 years of his life. Not alone for a second. Somebody has to be there all the time. The baby can't even, you have no confidence in that baby. but you can still love them and think it's awesome, right? Don't confuse confidence with self-esteem. They're two different things. I love my 94-year grandma. She's fucking awesome. She's the coolest. She's the best, you know. But I have zero confidence in her to the point where I had my mom move in with her to take care of her, to help take care of her, and we make sure this. You are really distracting me right now, George. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Make a decision. You gonna go up there? Go. All right. So I love my 94-year grandma, but we have zero confidence in her. Zero. Someone has to be with her all the time. All the time, 100%, because we have no confidence in her, right? And that doesn't mean we don't love her, but there's a difference between confidence and self-esteem. So if you want to build confidence, you need to be good at shit, man. Confidence comes from confidence, right? And if my fucking sink fucks up, I call a plumber in. He's pretty confident he can fix the shit because he does that all day. You know, it's nothing. You know, he believes in himself because he's been trained to do it. He's an expert, right? I think I'm cool as shit, but I don't have any fucking confidence in my ability to fix that sink, right? So if you're not confident, man, if you're not confident, I want to believe that means you don't believe in yourself. And if you don't believe, you're probably right. You're probably right, bro. You probably shouldn't believe in yourself, right? And that's okay, because what you need to do is you need to build the skill set. You need to build your skill set and become the type of person who's worth believing in. So this is what you do. I got this from Bill Phillips. All right. Every day, write down 5 things that you want to accomplish that day. So and then accomplish those things. Check them off. Right? Walk around with the list. Write it down. Don't put it in your fucking phone. You know. Well, can I put it in my phone? Shut the fuck up. Write it down. And then do those things every day. Like you start doing them like I had a fucking gun to your head and you had to do them. And then over time, you'll see, oh man, I'm accomplishing these things every day. I'm doing what I say I'm going to do. I'm keeping the promises that I made to myself. Right? What does that build? That builds integrity. That builds confidence. You know, you'll believe in yourself, but it won't be delusional. It won't be a baseless self-confidence. It'll be like, oh, I really do what I say I'm going to do. I've been doing it every day for a month. You'll believe in your ability to accomplish things. And then you'll start setting bigger goals and you'll have more confidence, and that'll translate to other areas of your life. You're welcome. "48 Laws of Power." Law number 6. Can you talk about it? Yeah, law number 6. Court attention at all costs. I mean, obscurity, man. Obscurity is your enemy. Like, you don't want to be, if you're unknown, then you don't really have a lot of power. You don't really have a lot of influence, right? If somebody wants going to buy something from you, they should know you. They got to know you and they got to trust you. They got to like you, right? If you're come out of nowhere, and here's the thing. Here's a question. Let me ask you a question. Is it easy? Is it more important? Would you two guys, they have equal products, equal service and ability. I mean, equal ability, everything's equal. They want to sell you a car. One guy you've known forever, one guy you just fucking met. Who are you gonna buy a car from? Like, just logically, who are you gonna buy a car? Who are you gonna trust more? The guy you know or the guy you don't know? Right? So like this courting attention is like you make yourself known, you make yourself seen. And it goes like that with companies too. Like you might see an ad for Coca-Cola and it has nothing to do with drinking Coke. It might be just a just the logo, bam. The reason they do that is because they say it takes between 9 and 12 times someone to buy from you. They need to be exposed to your message at least 9 to 12 times, right? And then they'll be comfortable spending your money. They'll know you and they'll trust you enough to exchange their currency for whatever you're selling. But if you don't have, but if you're in obscurity, then you're behind the eight ball. It's gonna be difficult for you to make it sell. Some of you saying, "Hey man, I'm not in sales. I'm not in marketing." You are in sales. You are in marketing. Like even if you just work for a regular job and you don't actually sell, you're gonna have to sell people on hiring you. You're gonna have to sell people on you. You're all in sales, man. You all have to convince people to do things. You all have to, and not in a manipulative way, but people are looking for people to do stuff for them all the time, you know, and you have to convince them that you are the person to fit that role. Women are looking for guys to have sex with all the time. You have to convince them that you are the guy that they should have sex with, you know, out of all the guys. It's like you're all in sales all the time. And the more a person knows you, the more familiar they are with you, the easier it is to make a sell. Whatever it is, you know. Damn, I just broke that shit down, bro. I mean, I could probably do it better if I sit and think about it, but I think that's good. I think I did a good job with that. Do you know some full body workout plans? Yeah, I think I broke it down in my book, Ultimate Man: 7 Secrets to Build Muscle Fast as Hell. Or you can do, you know, strong list 5x5, or you can just Google full body routines. Some will come up, you know. How do you approach clean bulking after a cut? How I do it is, what I'm about to start doing now is I'm really just gonna, I'm kind of just still gonna just do intermittent fasting, and I'm gonna be working out twice a day, so I'll be eating carbs during the whole time during my window, as opposed to when I'm leaning out, I only eat carbs post workout. Do you drink water during your workout? Yeah, I drink water pretty much all day. Books on patience? I don't really know. Can I skip leg day and get into it later as I progress? You can do whatever you want, but you shouldn't. Like training legs, it releases like testosterone. I mean, boosts testosterone levels because legs are your biggest muscle group. So like training legs will actually help you with build your upper body as well. How to get over an ex-girlfriend after she fucks you over? Okay. According to Sigmund Freud, human beings, Sigmund Freud, the father of modern psychology, humans are always doing one thing. They're either avoiding pain, they're either trying to avoid pain, or they're trying to move towards pleasure. So this is what you do. This is what you do. I'm gonna tell you how to do. I'm gonna fix this shit for you. Get a piece of paper. Don't do this shit on like write it down. There's something powerful about like putting a pen and pad and writing that's not the same as typing. So write it down, and write down a list of all the reasons your life is better without her, right? And then write down a list of all the things that were bad about being with her, right? And this is going to train your mind. And then go over that list and get emotional about it. Get emotional you can about it, and then you'll automatically then what you'll be doing is you'll start to and keep that list on you. And every time you start feeling longing for her, break that list out and read it. And what you're going to do is you're going to change your mind. You're going to change right now you have like neural connections that like that look at her in a positive light, whatever, right? So you have to change those connections, start associating her with bad, associate her with the bad thing that she really does. Don't fake it. Like the shit that's bad about her, you want to think about that when you think about her, and you want to think about why it's good to not be with her. So that now you're following the Freudian logic of moving towards pleasure and away from pain. You know, that's kind of how you do it. I hope that makes sense. I don't know if I articulated that the way I wanted to, but yeah, keep that list on you until you're done with her. What's your favorite Tupac song? Any news on the playlist? I ain't started the playlist yet. I've just been too busy. But favorite Tupac song out of all of them? Okay, there's a difference between favorite and best. This is not the best Tupac song, but it's my favorite, and it's "I Get Around." How do you warm up for workouts? You know, usually, man, I like to I either like jump rope or run in place or something. I like to get a little sweat before I work. Actually, like a light sweat. You know, you ever see how boxers come out? They're already sweating. That's because they're loose, man. Like if they're not already sweating, they might be all fucked up. They're gonna be, you know, you want to get real loose. Then I kind of like warm up my shoulders a lot. You know, like some like arm circles, that shit you used to do in the gym. And then yeah, I'll probably do some handstand push-ups. Then I'm ready to go. How to gain a bigger. Oh, there's a woman on here, Ashley. How to gain a bigger butt. Ashley looks like she might be all right. You listen here, Ashley. I only know one surefire way, but I can't show you in front of all these people. You're going to have to send me a private message, and we want to get together for a personal consultation. And I got a method. I got a method that is guaranteed to work. But I will also give you some information now, Ashley. What you can do is you want to do like you want to train that ass like you're like the way a bodybuilder would train its muscle to get bigger. So you want to like lift pretty heavy. You want to lift like you want to do exercises, squats, lunges, deadlift, or hip bridges are a really good exercise. And you want to be doing you want to heavy like with lower reps. Like so your rep range is going to be between 8 and 10, and 10 and 11 should be not possible with good form. And then you want to rest 30 to 90 seconds, 60 to 90 seconds between each set. You know, time your rest. About 90 seconds is probably good. And then, but and those of you listen, this is how you guys get any bigger muscles, any muscle. So like, you want to train fairly heavy, actually. A lot of girls I see them lifting, and they're just doing bullshit, you know, or they're doing high reps, and that's not going to get that ass bigger, man. You want to get low reps and train heavy. Most important skills for business: sales and marketing. Uh, I need to make copious amounts of money for revenge. Is that a good motive? That's a fucking great motive. That's a fucking great motive. Like I said, man, people move towards pleasure and away from pain. I didn't say that. Sigmund Freud said that. So, but if somebody hurt you, like I think pain is more motivating than pleasure, right? If I said, hey man, go out there and make $1 million and you'll be happy, you know, that might motivate some people. Some people are like, you know, yeah, yeah. But you know, if I fucking put a knife to your motherfucking head, to your throat, and said make $1 million, or I'm gonna fucking kill your goofy ass, you probably be a little bit more motivated. So I think so. If somebody hurt you and your motivation to revenge, man, I think that's gonna like that's probably the best fuel you can have, man. Frank Sinatra said the best revenge is massive success. So like, yeah, man. Like I keep a fucking like I told you I keep it on my phone. It's cracked. The screen's not cracked. I have a glass screen protector, and the the protector is cracked. I just have been too lazy to buy a new protector. So anyway, I have on my phone. I have screenshots, a folder full of screenshots. People who just said crazy shit to me, crazy text messages. I got just wild, egregious messages or comments, And every time I needed like a boost, I go through those. I'm like, yeah, I'm about to punish these fucking bitch ass niggas. And like you see, like on my Instagram, man, the post when I hit over 1 million goddamn Facebook likes, the caption on post was "talk shit now." You know, like normally I've been like, oh, thanks for everybody. Oh, no, that was for that time I had to do it for the fucking haters. You know, that's the one time I had to do it for haters. So yeah, I think it's a great motivation. Tips on doing shrooms the first time. I mean, honestly, man, like I don't shrooms. I mean, I never had a great experience. It's just kind of, you know. But maybe I'm a non-responder, and some people just have a better. So I'm not the person guy to ask about that. What do you recommend for a 17-year-old who wants to be successful besides reading books? I mean, figure out what you want to do early. I mean, reading books is number one. It's key. It's vital. It's imperative. There's no replacement for that. But uh, like, figure out what you want to do early, man. Figure out what you want to do early. How to talk to people in my new job. They all know each other, and I feel awkward. The best thing for you to do is read How to Win Friends and Influence People. I know I say that shit all the time, but that is a fucking amazing book, and it will help you more than anything I could say right now. At least read the fucking the summary. You know, do you do cheat days on if intermittent fasting? Listen, on cheat days, I just don't think about uh nutrition at all. Like I just do whatever the fuck I want. Like whatever I feel like it's random. Like I don't think about nutrition at all. So I might eat if I do not eat till 3. It's random. It's not like something I plan. I just do whatever I want. 5 books you would recommend your teenage self: How to Win Friends and Influence People, Rich Dad Poor Dad, Awaken the Giant Within, Think and Grow Rich. No, not Think and Grow Rich. Maximum Achievement by Brian Tracy. 4 Hour Work Week, Tim Ferriss. But my teenage self wouldn't have been able to implement 8% of 4 Hour Work because the internet wasn't sophisticated as that. Ever fucked with online poker? Nah, I never done online gambling. I mean, I like to gamble. I like to go to, but I never got into that world yet. Top book on business? It's hard to pick just one because there's not really one book that encapsulates everything. I'm over here just looking at the bookshelf now. Yeah, I'm not sure I can answer that question. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can. The E-Myth. The E-Myth. Do you have gym boot classes, boot camp this summer in NYC? Oh, yeah, I guess I can announce it now. I'll tell you right now. We're going to do them all summer until Labor Day, and the first one is going to be. Hold up. Let me get it out. Let me whip it out for you. Sorry, just give me a second. Just bear with me. Yes, your first boot camp. Damn, fuck, fucking Britain. I'll let you know. It's this month. Here's the thing. We use Google Calendar. Brian didn't put in a Google Calendar. So he will be scolded and reprimanded for this egregious offense. Because I told him today to put it in Google Calendar. And it's not in there. And this is why, because I don't like to remember everything. I like this shit to be there. But yeah, we're going to do it this month. It won't be a secret, though. You'll find out. Like, it won't be a secret at all. How much do you need? How much do you need to invest in a startup, roughly speaking? Well, it depends. It depends, man. Like, some people can start a business with $100. Some people can start with 1,000. Some people need a million. You know, like, it really just depends on what the business is, what the business model. You know, like, I say if you're first starting out and you're going to start a business, I say you try to figure out how to start a business with $1,000, like some like on the side where you're still working, right? Before you start, and then get successful at that. Learn to turn that fucking 1,000 into 10,000, right? Then you'll have a skill set. So now you can go, and maybe some capital too. So now you can take your fucking $10,000 idea or $100,000 idea, or whatever it is, but you'll have a skill set in business. Like, you know, you'll have made some mistakes and learned things before they needed to be, before the stakes were so high. Asking a girl out the second time, you should set up the second date before the first date's over. You know, set up the second date before the first date's over. Yeah. Uh, do you ever do sprints? Yeah. Yep. Did you leave your family behind on your way to success? I mean, I didn't leave them behind. Like they cool. They cool. I mean, I don't spend a lot of time with my family, but we don't live in the same cities. Like none of us. So I talk to them every once. I talk to my mom once or twice a week, maybe. Uh, I don't know if leaving behind my brothers and sisters. They all live in different cities, so it's like I don't know. It's not really like that, you know. I don't really get that question. Like people, I've been asked that before, and maybe I just don't understand. Removing bitch made homies. It shouldn't be that hard, man. Once you start setting high goals and making plans to achieve them, you should be too busy to do like the shit that bitch made dudes is doing. Like you shouldn't even have time. You probably won't have time for them. Like if you're serious about accomplishing your goals, you probably won't have time to sit around smoking weed. You know, you probably won't have time to. And I'm not trying to demonize weed smoking. You know, I smoke from time to time, but like it's not my life. You know, like you won't probably won't have time. Like I don't really hang out. Like I'm so focused on what I'm trying to do, man. Like I don't really hang out too much. You probably just won't have time. How much rest between sets when cutting? I'll take it down to 30 seconds. 30 to 60 seconds. I just finished listening to The Way of Men by Jack Donovan. That's a great book. That's a great book. How are you implementing the gang strategy Who are your closest male friends, and how do you bond with your close male friend? Um, Brian's probably my closest friend. The dude OD from Some from the Pain Club. We don't spend a lot of time together, but that's my dog. And I don't really spend a lot of time with a lot of people, man. For real. Like I go for mine. I kind of like I've been alone all day in this office. I've been alone all day. Uh, and that's just how I am. I'm just so focused. I don't have a lot of time to like hang out. And usually my closest friends, we're kind of involved in like business together. So I don't know. Please show your abs. No, I'm not gonna do it right now. Hey, it's not that kind of. I don't know what kind of web chat thing you're used to, but it's probably a little different. As we're like, you can't just like tell me to do stuff physically, and I'm just gonna do it. Like it's not that kind of web chat. You got to go to like uh, I am live or something like that to for that. This you kind of got it confused, but it's all good. I feel you. I make mistakes too. Would you ever mentor anyone? Here's the thing about mentoring people. Like it's basically you have a it's like a fucking job, like unpaid. It's like having an unpaid job. So like if I was to mentor someone, they had to be in the capacity where like they probably have to like work for me, and I have to like teach them the ropes, like business or like just how shit goes. It had to be like because it had to be advantageous for me. Right. So I mean, I'm mentoring all of you to a certain degree, right? You guys ask me the questions. Y'all might look up to me, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe you think I suck. You're just watching for entertainment. But I know some of you think I'm cool or whatever. So I'm your mentor now. I kind of, but like one-on-one stuff. I mean, it depends on the capacity. Capacity. Like I'm probably mentoring Brian as far as business is concerned because he doesn't know shit about business except for what I taught him. But he's learning, and it's probably so. And then there's like two girls I'm friends with who like I'm kind of like their mentor. Like I'm helping them build their like I'm helping them build their business up, but not so much doing it for them, just giving advice and shit. And it's weird, man. It's like sometimes it's weird with guys just because like guys kind of expect me to do everything for them, man. It's like it's not that kind of it's not kind of how I roll, man. Have you read Mastery by Robert Greene? Nah, I haven't. I have all the Robert Greene books except for that one. I mean, you know what? I haven't read it all. That's the thing. I've read some of that was one of those books like I usually read the whole book when I read a book, but that was one of the books I just didn't read it all. But I think his best books are Art of Seduction. You should read that. Uh, Obviously, I'm in the 48 Laws of Power and the 50th Law, man. That's a really good book, man. Him and 50 Cent's are really good. How do you deal with someone being bigger and stronger than you? I mean, I don't. Somebody's always gonna be bigger and stronger than you. That's just how it is, like somebody's always gonna be bigger and stronger than you. I'm not the best, I'm not in the best shape of every guy in the world. I'm not even in the best shape of every guy I know. You just make peace with that. You just try to be, because it's not about competing with other people, it's about being the best you can. Right? It's not about like I don't give a fuck what another guy does. Yeah, like I don't give a fuck what he does with his life. Being better than him doesn't help me, nor does him being better than me hurt me. I'm just trying to be the best I can be, and you should take that same attitude. Do you have any plans to make yourself a website or app? I have a website, highlifeworkout.com, but I am in the process of updating that. But I'm not going to do it because I built the highlifeworkout.com, so it's like it's all, I just kind of threw the shit up. It can be better. I just kind of did it on my own. Like this shit misspelled. all nice and shit. So like, I'm gonna have some. It's about to get like this over the next month or two. It's gonna get really intense. How long did it take you your first handstand push-up? Freestanding handstand push-up? About 3 months. I'll practice every morning. That's how you do it. You practice every morning. You do 20 attempts against the wall every day, and then you'll get it. How to figure out what you want to do in life. You probably, when people ask that, they probably know what they want to do. They probably know what they love. They just don't have a way to make money off of it. They just don't know how to make money off of it. They don't believe they can. And you just got to figure it. You got to figure that out. And I don't really know how to tell you to figure it out because it's going to be circumstantial. It's going to depend on what that thing is. So there's no one answer for that. But you probably know. What's your favorite high calorie meal? I like big burgers, you know. I like a real good, and not like McDonald's or what, you know. I like fucking like a really good burger from like a place that specializes in making burgers. What key habits do you think should be adopted for success? Planning, man. Like so many people just out here winging it without a plan, doing random shit. When you wing it and you don't have a plan, you're just doing random shit. And uh, random actions produce random results. Yeah, you just throwing shit around. Yes, you just throwing shit at the wall. Something might stick, but like it's probably a lot of wasted effort. But if you have but what you need to do is set goals, make a detailed plan for your goals, and set deadline for each step, and then follow the plan. And then you're like just way better off. You're just way better off. It's like a lot of people don't do that, and they wonder why they're not successful. It's like because that's like if I want to drive. Here's the thing. I used to drive all the time from Miami to New York, up and down I-95. You know what I'm saying? The hustlers know what I'm talking about. I used to do that shit all the time. And you set a plan. Like you plan before you get in the fucking car, you plan your route, you make the plan, and you find the best way to you find the best way to get from point A to B, and you follow the plan. You set a course. That's how you need to do with your goals. You got to set a course, or at least put it in the GPS and you want to follow a plan. What you don't want to do if you want to drive from Miami to New York with a trunk full of weight is just get in the car and start driving and see what happens. Just driving down random ass roads. Who knows where you'll get? Who knows where you end up? So, but most people live their life like that. You know, they don't set goals. They don't make plans. And they're just fucking doing random shit, taking random roads, and wonder why they don't end up on the road they were at the destination they want to be at, because you're just doing shit randomly. You need to set a course. So that's the most important thing I say, man. How many cups of coffee you drink a day? It's circumstantial. You know, sometimes one, sometimes at least one, probably. What do you think about people taking steroids? I mean, I kind of just don't think about that. You know, like I said earlier, like what another motherfucker does is like really not applicable to me. You know, I get or you gotta just do what you think is the best for you, and you gotta like just be the best you can be. You know, these people are, you know, presumably they're adults and they're like, you know, making their own. Hey, if you're an adult, you gotta make your own decision. Like I've done worse things in life than I don't even judge them, man. Like I've done worse things in life than that. You know, I've done shit. I mean, not like in that field, like not like I've done worse things as far as, you know, committing crimes and, you know, basically living a good life of crime and, you know, all the shit that goes along with that. You know, like people have shit. I got shit I can't even say, right? Because there's no fucking statute of limitations on it, right? So I don't know. I'm not judging anyone. What I'm saying is you was more. I don't think about what they do. I don't really think about what other people do, right? It's like I got my goals and I go after them 100%. So I don't even have time to worry about what another motherfucker's doing. When you make love, do you listen to Jodeci or Boys to Men? And nah, man, I don't really put the music on like that, man. Like I'm not really into that because music is a distraction for me. So I don't even really work out with music because I play guitar, keyboards, and drums. So like I start thinking about music. Like I don't even like to drive with music on when I used to drive when I had a car. It's like music is like a big distraction for me. Like I can't just listen to a song in the background like normal people. I start listening to the melodies and the chord progressions and trying to figure out the intervals. You know, it's like it's a big distraction for me. So I like just silence, man, so I can concentrate. So I can concentrate on this beautiful woman in front of me, or under me, or on top of me, or wherever we at. You know. How to mix powerlifting and bodybuilding. It's probably better to focus on one at a time. You know, to be honest with you. Uh, That's law 23 of the 48 laws of power, man. Consolidate your efforts. But if you had to do both at once, I would probably like start my workouts with like whatever you're training that day with like a heavy with like powerlifting of it. Like do your heavy powerlifting. Maybe like let's say it's a chest day. I mean I don't like splits, but like just for our purposes here, let's say it's chest day, and I would start off with some powerlifting chest. You know, like I would do like triplets or singles or doubles. You know, real powerlifting type parameters for the first for the compound exercise, and then I move on to some bodybuilding shit like incline dumbbell press or whatever, and flies. I don't really do isolation movements, but I'm just giving an example. Flies and or so like then I would do the bodybuilding shit. So yeah, that's kind of how I would do it. So I would do like singles and triplets for the bench press, right? And then when I went to then I do like dumbbell, like incline dumbbell bench press and cable flies. And I'm just picking random shit, right? Um, or and for those I would do like bodybuilding parameters. So like it'd be like between 8 to 12 reps, resting 90 seconds between each set with about four sets, that kind of thing. I think I fucking killed that answer. I think I did pretty good with that. How detailed do you get with your plans and goals? I write everything I think that needs to get done, you know? I write down everything I think that needs to get done. Now, I think your plans are going to change, but you write down everything you think you need to do. Make a deadline, and that's it. It's not that complicated. It shouldn't take you more than a half a fucking hour for each goal, for real. Like people make it harder than it needs to be. Do the shit now. Oh, I haven't had time to do it. Do it now. Do it fucking now. Oh yeah, I was going to. I haven't had time to do it. All right, do it now, asshole. That's kind of like my thing, man. Like that's how I started this shit. What the fuck? That's how I started this podcast. Those of you who just joining me, it's like, yo, man, people waste time and like, oh yeah, when I get around to it, I'm gonna do this. I do it now. What are you fucking waiting on? Especially if it's something that's not gonna take fucking hours. Do this shit right now. What's your take on energy drinks? Yeah, it's whatever. You know, I don't think it's fucking good or bad. You know, like I mean, it's just caffeine, bro. It's just caffeine. Caffeine is not good or bad within itself. It's like the amount in you. Yeah, it's not even bad. Like here's what caffeine does. It causes it does two things. It causes your adrenal gland to produce adrenaline. That's a lot of what you feel, but it also blocks some of the receptors that make you tired in your brain. And what happens is your body forgets. Two things happen. The more you use it, your body will your adrenal gland will forget to make adrenaline without it, and those receptors will become immune to it or something like that. So basically, to you'll need more caffeine the more you use it, you know, and that's how you become addicted. And but you know, if you stop, you'll return to baseline. You know, your body will go back to it. It's not permanent shit. People get a little too wrapped up, in my opinion. But what the fuck, fine. when you're starting your podcast, probably pretty soon, man. Probably pretty soon. I was talking today, man, whether the dude from Kino Body, man, Greg from Kino Body, man. Shout out to Greg from Kino Body. I did I was on his podcast and we did a YouTube video on his channel. Fuck with dude, that's my man. I'm actually I'm actually gotta go to Toronto. I might go to Toronto next week. I might, and he live out there, so if I do, man, I'm gonna have him. I'm gonna sit him down and have him walk me through how to start a podcast. And so if he's willing to do that, it'll start next week because I just haven't had time to. And it's a little more complicated than YouTube. Uh, Yo, what's up, man? What's up, BBC? I finally get a chance to see this live. Yeah, we're doing it live, man. We're doing it live. I'm a little tired right now because every time I come back from LA, I was at LA for like a week. Every time it's like hard for me, like that adjustment to LA time. I'm usually tired for a few days and then come back to me. So it fucks me up, man. I gotta go back to the West Coast next week. Next week's a busy week, man. I'm gonna be in Orlando, in Toronto, then San Jose, all for business, because I'm out here trying to make it. How to deal with distractions, games, Facebook, blah 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 blah. This is probably the biggest distraction you have. The cellular phone. So what I do is, man, I just keep my shit off or put it on when it's time to work, man. You want to eliminate distractions. So I put this shit on airplane mode and like just leave it alone. Like I've been on for 2 hours, man. I haven't answered any texts or anything. You can't get in touch with me now. The only way you can talk to me now is fucking through the drop live chat. I've eliminated all distractions, and I'm giving 2 hours to this shit. And that's kind of how you gotta do it. Huh? What's your biggest goal in life? I cannot tell you my biggest goal in life because law number 3 of the 48 laws of power is conceal your intentions. You don't want to be telling people what you're trying to do for multiple reasons. One, you might change your mind. And 2, you might fail, man. So if you fail, you don't want to fail so publicly. You want everybody to know you fail. You know that fucking guy's like, yeah, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And then what happened? He's a loser. He looks like a loser. How to clean bulk. I think I fucking talked about this, man, already. But just if you're gonna count calories, then you only want to go a little bit above a surplus, like 300 to 500. You know what, man? I think clean bulk I don't even like that fucking term, right? If you're gonna bulk, then bulk, and then and then stop before you get before when you can't see your abs. That's what I do, man. Like I don't like think, oh, I'm clean bulking. No. I just bulk and I just cut. So like, first of all, what you want to do is you want to get as lean as you want to be, right? So you can see your visible abdominals, and then bulk. And just keep bulking until your abs start to fade, then cut again. So it's not really like a clean bulk or a dirty bulk or none of that shit. It's just you just bulk. And then you stop and you let your abs be the judge. Yeah, that's what you're doing. Do you still collect coins I find on the street? I don't collect them like a stamp collector or anything. But if I see a penny in the street, I will pick it up, right? Because I'm out here trying to get money, man. I don't really like put limits on. Like I don't like, oh, that's not enough money for me to be down. Like subconsciously tell my mind I'm gonna get all the money available to me. So like that's the way if I see a penny on the street, yeah, I'm picking it up and I'm putting it in my pocket. Then when I come home, I'm gonna put that fucking penny in my bag of change. And then every month I take that to the bank and that goes in my savings account. And it's never really some people think I'm crazy for that or stupid for that but really it's like if you say, hey man, I'm trying to make more money, I want more money, but you pass up money and you think you're too good for that little bit of money, then you're kind of like, I don't know, it seems like disrespectful to, especially, I don't know, it seems like Like, you're not serious about getting more money. I am. How to deal with low carb fatigue. You'll get used to it, or you won't. But like, some things just suck, you just gotta do them anyway. How to start a business around fitness. You can start a business around anything. You just have to, you got to come up with a product. You have to come up with some sort of product and then sell it for more money than it costs you to deliver it. That's all. I mean, there's more to it than that. But in layman's terms, that's what you're doing. My girlfriend wants to have a threesome with my best friend. Is she fucking him? No, but she wants to. Like, she kind of just told you that too. Uh, I wouldn't do it if I were you, but I'd also dump that bitch for suggesting it. But that's just me. Or you can do it and then dump that bitch. But I don't know. It doesn't matter. Interested in partnering in a business idea? Now my plate is kind of full right now. My plate is kind of full right now. I have a lot of shit going on. Like just this week, I would be in three different. Just next week, I'm gonna be in three different cities working on business. So like, I probably don't have time. I actually probably don't have time to devote to your idea, even if it's fucking better than everything I'm working on now. I would be doing you a disservice by not being able to be fully attentive. Does high level testosterone make you more aggressive? Yeah, I think there's a lot of studies that corroborate that too. Like if you when animals get castrated, they become docile. You know, uh, like definitely it makes you more aggressive. That's okay. Are you still doing intermittent fasting? Yeah, man. Were you ever at a point where you didn't know what you wanted to do? I mean, yeah, like in high school and shit, but I kind of knew what I wanted to. Like, here's the thing: like, you guys know what you want to do, man. I believe that you know what you love. You just don't know if you can make money off it, or you don't believe you can. And you got to figure that out. There's always a way. Mm, BBC, you're very well spoken, homie. Well, thank you. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Thoughts on the 33 strategies of war? Require reading for business? I wouldn't say it's require reading. I'm sure there's something in there you can peel out of it. Were you good at playing basketball? I mean, I was good, but not good like I was gonna go to fucking play at a high level, like not even collegiately. Yeah, I was never good like that. Like I'm good in the park, but it also depends on who you're playing against. I was never really fucking really good. You ever drink soda? You only when it has like rum in it. Preferably Captain Morgan. How often would you recommend weak body parts if you want to get results in a couple months? I mean, I do, like I say, I do full body workouts, so I don't know, man. Man, I don't know. I think I'm about to end this podcast, this live stream pretty soon, just because I feel like I'm getting hungry and I feel like my blood sugar is actually going low right now. I don't know if I can keep going. El Niño no fuertes. Advice on career or personal training? Yeah, don't do it, man. It's not a lot of money in it, you know. I mean, it's fine. You can make a living doing it, but you can't get rich doing it. But you can live. I mean, I guess you become middle class, upper middle class. But is that really the fucking basket you're shooting for? I don't want you to aim for average, you know. It doesn't take a lot of effort to aim to be average, you know. But if I had to give you advice, I mean, any asshole with $600 can get certified, so go get certified and then go apply to a gym and somebody will hire you, I'm sure. And then you just work there. You want to learn sales too, because like you're really just a fucking salesman for the gym. You're selling personal training uh, shit, you know. I don't know. Is white boy Brian your best friend? He's one of them. Probably my girl, white boy Brian. They're probably my best friends, you know. And my nigga Dunson that I grew up with and is shy. But y'all ain't never met him. I ain't never met Dunson. Cause I don't even see Dunson every year, but we talk on like G chat, crack jokes and shit. Yeah, that's my thought. How long do you fast? Actually, man, like it depends on the day. Like I actually haven't eaten anything today. That's probably why you guys think I'm high right now. Tits or ass? I say tits, said the guy. I'm definitely an ass man. Anybody knows me. I'm not even like big on big tits. Like I kind of like prefer like smaller tits unless they're fucking fake. Like I don't like big natural tits because they look like fucking yams when you take them outside the bra, or they look like meat sacks of fucking loose ground beef. So I like smaller tits because they kind of sit where they're supposed to sit, man. They look a little better, just like to me. Unless and if they're fake, then cool. Because those are gonna sit right. Then because fake tits usually sitting right, Jay, all night, Jay. Good taste with the XNXX. Yeah, man, that's the only. I mean, I'm sure there's other porn sites that's better, but I'm just familiar with that one. I mean, Pornhub's cool too. I'm about to start a Pornhub page, man. Niggas think I'm lying. I already got the footage. I already got the footage, man. And the exercise for mass is I can't squat or deadlift. Thanks from DC. What up, DC? I went to college in DC, man. Howard University. Uh, yeah, man. I mean, just do leg press. Fuck it. You know, like if you got an injury, you got an injury. So there's nothing you can do. You know, just wait till you feel better. Will you get Windows 10? I mean, I'll probably get Windows 10 when I get a new laptop. I'm gonna buy a new, like, you know, I'm a PC, and I'm probably gonna buy a new laptop pretty soon, just because I've been traveling a lot, and like this lab, I feel like this laptop's been holding me back a little bit, because I'm trying to work on the move. I mean, it's fine, it works. Are you good friends with Elliot Host? Yeah, we're pretty cool, man. You know, we talk from now and then, time to time. You know. He was telling me I need to, when you texting, he told me I need to get on the Snapchat because he's pretty fucking big. I mean, I'm on Snapchat. I just haven't made my shit public yet. Maybe I'll do it next week. Uh, yeah, I'm serious about this Pornhub page, man. It's just gonna be fucking gangster. I got shit I can't post on YouTube. I got shit that'll get me fucking kicked off YouTube, man. So fuck it. I'm finding a place where this art is fucking appreciated. Do you play Fallout 4? I'm assuming that's some sort of video game. I don't even own a fucking video game console, man. I swear to God, I don't. Collab with Elliot Host. I only collab with people with less followers than me. That's like a fucking rule I have. Cause like it's gonna help them more than it helps me. and I have like a huge ego, so I feel like I don't need nobody's help. Maybe once I get to 1 million, I'll do some. I'll do something with Elliot. When I get to 1 million subscribers, then we'll do a fucking something together. But like, yeah, every time when we hang out, we don't film videos and I only collab with people with less followers because I want to help them. I don't need no one else's help. Yeah, man. I think I've been on this bitch for a minute, right? Look, guys, as you can see, I'm not on my A game right now, but I still wanted to do this shit. I love y'all, and yeah, man, it's been fun. It's been fun. Look here, we want the live Q&As are coming. I'm sorry, I'm tripping, right? See, this is where I gotta go. The boot camps are coming. Free boot camps this month. I'll let you know, but it's definitely coming this month. We're gonna do it in Central Park. What else? I'm probably gonna be at the Fit Expo in San Jose on the 13th and the 14th of this month. So you can probably come holler at me, take some pictures. I'm gonna have a booth this time. I can't tell you with which company, but it's gonna be it's kind of exciting, It's kind of exciting. Kind of exciting. I'm like, oh man, you got a sponsor? No, 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 no. I don't have a sponsor. But I actually invested in a company, a startup. So like, you'll see. You'll see. It's pretty exciting. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's not my company, but I have equity in it. But so you'll see. San Jose Fit Expo. If you're gonna be San Jose, I'll probably be out there. I'll put that shit on there. Someone says Padron 2000 for your next cigar. I'll see what I can do. Yeah, I smoke cigars sometimes. Yeah, those are the things that are going on. Those are things going on. Should I do a meetup in Toronto? Maybe. I'll ask to do it because I'll ask to do the Keo body wants to fucking do that shit with me. Pause. All right. I'll let y'all.